Hi guys, and welcome back to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today we are going to set up January's budget. So as we roll into 2022, I've decided to change up a couple of things. Going to still set my budget up the same way, but I'm going to start looking at it weekly from here on out. So the end of every month, I'll set up next month's budget, and then I will actually start working on reviewing each week at a time, which is different for me. So I currently put my budget in this nice book here. This was a upgrade for me. Honestly, this is what I used to put my budget in because it was cheap and I could get them easily. This was a little expensive for me. It was $7. I never would spend $7 on a notebook, but when I really started to get into budgeting, I had set aside money for office supplies because I just love pens and pencils and notebooks and all that kind of stuff. So I went ahead and splurged a little, and this now houses all of my bills, what's going on with all of them. It also keeps track of things when I have notes that I need to write about stuff. So this is where we're going to set up January of 2022. So one of the many things I really like about this is that it has the months across the top so that I can track them as I go along. Now, I set my budget up on the right side of my book, and then on the left side over here, those extras that I have throughout the month, that's where they will end up. I also splurged and got a sticker book. I think it cost me like $3 at Walmart. I'm, again, not very big on all of the stickers, but I actually, when it had the months in it, I decided I was going to go ahead and splurge and get them. So 2022 January. I'm not certain I like this color. I really can't see the date. I might actually have to write the date in on top of that. Not feeling the colors going on there. All right, so the first part of what I put in, oh, I don't like that, how that color mixes. So I may not be into all of the stickery things, but I do mind it has to be matchy-matchy for me. So let's see if we can find a different one because that did not work the way I wanted it to. So let's see how, yep, those go. All right, so we'll put this one here, and then this one over here, because those look better than the one that I was going to put on here. So this is the bill, and this is the date that it's due. And then this is what I have budgeted for that bill. And then this is the actual. When I do pay it, I fill in over here, and I do put the date as well. All right, so let's set this back to the side. So first thing I do is write down all of my bills. So on the first of every month, we have the mortgage. M-O-R-T-G. All of a sudden I can't spell. Sometimes I can spell and write, and sometimes I can't. We have a $1,140 mortgage at the present moment. I am not paying any extra on it. It's just that's what our standard mortgage payment is. On the 14th, we have the RV payment. Now we do pay a little extra on it. We pay about an extra $22 and some change. It is a $178 roughly bill, and we pay $200 on it every month. It's not a whole lot. I actually just sat down to see how much we did pay extra on it, and that $22 and some change, plus 3 times through the year, we paid an extra $100. No, 2 times through the year we paid an extra $100. In all, we paid almost $475 down on the RV. So happy about that. On the 17th, we have car insurance. I should probably call and see if I can get it reduced, but it's 3 cars and an RV, and it is $376 every month. On the 22nd of every month, we pay my husband's truck. We are almost 7 months away from being done with this payment. I cannot wait, but until then, it's $330. Now, I do have a student loan. Right now, it is deferred due to the student loan moratorium that was put back into place way back in March of 2020 that just keeps getting extended. So I do not need to be paying this. However, I want to get it paid down as quickly as possible. I have been making some payments here and there. If you see my video, I'll put a card up in the corner about the student loan moratorium and how it's been extended again. It was supposed to expire February, which meant payments were supposed to start in March. So I was going to continue paying it, but it's been deferred again, and I've done a lot of researching and come to realize that I don't know if they're going to forgive any of this loan debt. So I'm going to kind of not actually make the payments, but I am going to start putting $210 into my high interest savings account so that when in April I see what's going on with it, and if I'm going to have to start making payments again, I'll then pay it. But I want to at least start saving that money up. 0% interest, you can't beat it. So rather than paying it off because I owe less than $50,000, I'd like to start to stash that money. The 12th, the credit card is officially due. However, right now we are carrying a 0 balance on it, but I do like to keep it on here. Keeps my mind, helps me remember, oh yeah, don't forget, this is due on the 12th. On the 29th, we have the electric, which is due. Now, I always budget over. I budget $250. During the summer months is when we really come close to this. I'm not worried about it right now. Anything extra goes into sinking funds or to help pay off something that we had to do. So $250 is what I budget. On the 30th, I have my cell phone. It's slightly under $140, but I go ahead and budget $140. It's pennies under, so I don't worry about it. The 25th, and my son, so my husband takes care of all the cell phones. So when it was time to get my youngest a cell phone, my husband went, took care of it. It's not on our cell phone bill, so it's actually an extra $30 a month. Don't mind, but definitely need to budget for it. The 15th, we have Wi-Fi through Xfinity. I hate Xfinity, but we have Wi-Fi and then a flex box, and that currently is running us $90 a month. And then the 17th, it automatically hits my credit card. We have a Juice Plus subscription, and it is $50 a month. So when it all comes due, I will come over and I will write the date that it was paid, how much it actually was, and then what account it came out of, because not everything gets paid with the same. Like the RV is typically paid with cash, so I like to track what's getting paid with where. So in all, for the month of January, we have $2,816 that is budgeted that must go out. Now this does not include gas or groceries or any of that stuff. This is just those bills that recur every month and we have to pay. So next, I like to track my pay dates. Let's go find a cute sticker for that. We this month only have 4 pay dates. My favorite is when we have more than 4, but this month it is just 4. We do not get that bonus one. All right, so payday. All right, I get my checks on the 1st and the 15th. My husband, we're gonna get a check on the 7th. And I actually think I wrote that down wrong. So 7 and 14 is 28. And the 28th is my husband. All right. And then I like to also set goals for what I have for the different categories. So let's go find, no, I don't like those. No, let's find something nice. No, I think we're gonna have to back up. Let's see. Something that I like. Let's see, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to fit everything there. let's do this one. All right. So these are my goals. So I have multiple goals that I set every month. One of them is savings. And this month's goal is for me $20 and times 2 paychecks. My husband, $10 times 2 paychecks. I also like to create a quick little grid so I can come in and check them off as I know I do them. Retirement. I can't spell that word and talk at the same time. So I have retirement through the retirement system. I'm a teacher, and then I also have a 403B. This is additional money that we've started to stash. It probably should go into an IRA of some kind. It doesn't. Instead, it goes into a high interest savings account so that if an emergency comes up, because I don't have a full emergency fund, if an emergency comes up, I can pull it if I absolutely have to. But this retirement is extra that my husband and I put money into. So I like to put in $20 times both of my paychecks and $5 for both of his paychecks. Again, grid it out so that I can check it off as I do it. And then investing. So I currently have brokerage accounts in which I invest both in dividend stocks, and I also have a brokerage account that I play bounces in. So I try to keep them separate. However, my dividend also has some that I'm waiting to bounce out. So it's 2 different brokerages that I currently use, and only I put money into it. So I will put $25 times 2. Right now that $25 is only going towards increasing each of my positions by $5. And then my last goal that I need to do is debt pay down. Now, this is not a snowball debt pay down. This is just this month, after I pay the mortgage, the RV, the truck, and my student loan. This is looking at how much I'm hoping that the debt will go down. Now, because I'm not actually paying the student loan, I'm kind of sad that I'm going to have to change this. So I has been running roughly $1,100, $1,200, $1,300, somewhere in there. So this month I'm hoping that it'll go down approximately $1,000. We will have to wait and see how that happens, because now I'm not actually paying this. I'm going to be setting it into my high interest savings account. So I'm kind of sad about this, but we'll be building this up. So I guess I should probably add an extra one to say my student loan fund to have $200. Actually $210. And that's just a yes or no, did it make it there? And then I need to write myself one more quick note in here before I move on, and that is I get money from my daughter. She does not live with us, but there are a handful of things that I pay for her. So I need to get some money from her. So we pay her car insurance, and then she gives us the money back. And then I also make her car payment, and then I get the money back from that as well. So on the 1st, I need to transfer $300 for her car. And then on the 15th, her portion of the car insurance is $160. And I will get that back from her. And then one more thing that I like to do. Let's find the long one. I think we'll pick, what does that say? Important? Yeah, we'll pick important. So over here, again, January. So over here is where I track those extra things that I get. So money from M. And then I get a mileage check currently. And this is $160, and I don't remember how much this is. I still have to submit my paperwork, so I don't know that number yet. But when I do, I'll put it here, and then I will break down how that money is going to get spent. So I will do that later. Not ready to set that piece up. But this is my budget on what bills, recurring bills that I have to pay, and then the goals that I also have set. Anything note-wise, I always put notes in here because I forget things quite often, so I have to write them down. I date them, I check them off when I do them, so that's what these pages are for. Next week I actually will come in and I'm going to try looking at my budget once a week, see how that changes up, how and where I'm putting money, because as I look at my spreadsheet, I am a numbers nerd, absolutely love it. As I look at my spreadsheet, I get a little concerned that I'm running out of money, and groceries have gone up, gas has gone up, my husband spends more money than what is budgeted for him, so I'm really feeling the crunch. So I'm feeling like moving into January of 2022 that one of the things I can change is actually looking every week at what did I spend money on this week, everything. So, and then taking the check and seeing where everything falls. So we'll see how that works. Not certain if I'm going to like this, but I will share it with you as I transition from just my once a month, because it's, you know, my notes and my once a month, and my notes and my once a month. So it's pretty consistent, notes and once a month, and that's all that I put in. So just looking at where is it all really going so that I can pinpoint, is there an area I can cut back on? So thank you so much for joining me today. If you have not already, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the subscribe button down below, thumbs up if you have enjoyed my video, and I would love to hear your thoughts on anything about how I budget my money. I hope you have a blessed day. Bye guys.